Have you ever felt a deep longing for well-being, a yearning for harmony between body and spirit that seems to constantly elude you? Have you ever wondered if there is a way, an ancient and forgotten path, that can lead you to true healing? And did you know that the power to heal your body and spirit is already within you, but you have forgotten how to do it? What if we told you that there is a key, a treasured trove of age-old wisdom that can awaken the inner healer that lies dormant within you? In this journey of self-discovery, I will guide you through the best-kept secrets of the enlightened minds of the past. You will discover ancestral techniques that not only alleviate physical ailments, but completely transform your being, leading you to live a life full of energy, free from anxiety, and deeply connected to nature and your true purpose. And if you stick around until the end, you'll discover 9 ancient techniques to heal your body and spirit, a journey of self-healing that will change your life forever. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. The sun had just risen when, in the temple nestled between the Japanese mountains, the elderly and wise Buddhist master Kenzo began his lesson in front of a group of pilgrims eager to listen to him. Dear friends, today I will teach you 9 ancient techniques handed down over the centuries, thanks to which you can learn how to trigger self-healing processes in your body that will keep diseases away. Conscious breathing, the life force we forget. Imagine yourself as an ancient samurai ready to unsheathe your katanas. Your strength lies not only in your muscles, but in your ability to control your breathing, to remain calm even in the face of danger. Like the samurai, you too can draw on this vital force, often overlooked in the frenzy of modern life. Breath is the bridge between the visible and the invisible. Master Kenzo taught his disciples. It is the golden thread that unites the body, the mind, and the spirit. One day, a group of young disciples approached Kenzo, complaining of strong anxiety that prevented them from concentrating on meditation. "Master," they said in trembling voices, "our minds are a whirlwind of thoughts. We cannot find peace." Kenzo smiled kindly and replied, "Watch your breathing. It is short and labored, like birds in a cage. Learn to breathe from your abdomen, slowly and deeply, and your minds will calm down." The disciples followed the master's advice, and day after day, practiced diaphragmatic breathing. Gradually, the anxiety subsided, giving way to a feeling of calm and mental clarity. They discovered that breathing was a lifeline, a safe refuge in times of difficulty. Close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting in a Zen garden surrounded by ancient trees and the sweet sound of flowing water. Your mind is quiet, free from the thoughts that constantly crowd it. You are present in the here and now, in a state of deep inner peace. Meditation is not emptying the mind, Kenzo explained, but observing thoughts without judgment, like leaves falling into a stream. Once, a group of people complained to Kenzo about their inability to meditate. "Master," they said in frustration, "we can't stop our thoughts. Our minds are like mad monkeys." Kenzo replied with a smile, "Don't try to stop your thoughts. Imagine sitting on the bank of a river and watching the leaves floating on the water. Don't try to grab them, just let them go." Understanding the teaching, they began to practice meditation with a new approach. They discovered that the mind, like the river, had its own natural flow. By learning to observe thoughts without judgment, they found the peace and clarity they longed for. Think of your bodies as sacred temples, places to be nourished with respect and love. The food you choose is not just fuel, but a source of vital energy that influences your physical, mental, and spiritual health. Every food has its own energy, its own vibration, Kenzo taught. Choose living foods, rich in prana, the vital force that nourishes the body and spirit. One day, a group of people showed up at the temple with heavy bodies and tired spirits. "Master," they said in tired voices, "we feel drained of energy, devoid of vitality." Kenzo looked at their diets, which were full of processed foods and refined sugars, and advised, "Your bodies are being poisoned by lifeless foods. Introduce fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains and legumes into your diet. Eat mindfully, chewing slowly and savoring each bite." They followed the master's advice and over time regained their lost vitality. They discovered that food could be a powerful ally on the path to healing and well-being. Imagine yourself diving into a crystalline waterfall, feeling its purifying energy wash away tension and worries. Water is a sacred element, a symbol of purification and rebirth in many cultures. Water is the lifeblood of the earth, Kenzo said. Just as it purifies our bodies, it can also purify our minds and spirits. Kenzo told the story of an ancient village struck by a terrible epidemic. The inhabitants were desperate until a wise man advised them to bathe in the waters of a sacred spring located on the top of a mountain. Those who followed his advice miraculously healed, rediscovering strength and vitality. Water reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there is always the possibility of being reborn, of purifying ourselves and starting over, concluded Kenzo. Let your bodies move with the grace of a dance, with the fluidity of flowing water. Exercise is not just about muscles and resistance, but a way to awaken the vital energy that flows within you. The body is the temple of the spirit, Kenzo taught. Honor it with movement, with dance, with the joy of feeling alive. One day, a group of elderly gentlemen complained to Kenzo about their joint pain and lack of energy. "Master," they said regretfully, "old age is robbing us of the joy of movement." Kenzo encouraged them to practice Tai Chi, a gentle and fluid martial art suitable for all ages. Initially skeptical, they let themselves be guided by the slow and harmonious movements of Tai Chi. Over time, the pain eased, their energy increased, and they rediscovered the joy of moving with fluidity and lightness. Nature offers us an infinite variety of plants, each with its own healing properties and secrets to reveal. Learn about medicinal plants, use them with respect and gratitude, and you will discover a world of natural remedies for the body and spirit. Plants are our sisters, Kenzo said. They offer us their help generously, if we learn to listen to them. Kenzo was a great expert in medicinal plants and often went to the forest to collect herbs and roots. One day, he met a group of people who suffered from various ailments, including insomnia, anxiety, and digestive problems. Kenzo, with his wisdom, prepared a specific herbal tea for each of them, explaining the healing properties of each plant. The people, drinking the herbal teas, felt a sense of relief and well-being spread through their bodies. They discovered that nature offered effective and gentle remedies for their ailments. Imagine being enveloped in a wave of harmonious sounds, vibrations that penetrate your bodies, dissolving tension and awakening vital energy. Sound healing is an ancient art that uses the power of vibrations to restore balance and inner harmony. Sound is the language of the soul, Kenzo said. Listen to it with your heart and you will discover its healing power. One day, a group of people suffering from stress, anxiety, and emotional pain came to the temple seeking comfort. Kenzo invited them to sit in a circle and began to play a series of Tibetan bells. The people, initially tense and worried, gradually let themselves be enveloped by the sound vibrations, feeling their bodies relax and their minds calm down. Some began to cry, releasing pent-up emotions. Others smiled, feeling a sense of peace and lightness spread within them. Kenzo explained that Tibetan bells emit sounds rich in harmonics, capable of rebalancing the body's energies and promoting deep relaxation. Sound is a powerful medicine, Kenzo concluded, that can heal the wounds of the soul. Let your feet connect with the earth. Let your breath join the wind in the trees. Let your gaze get lost in the immensity of the sky. Nature is our mother, the source from which we come and to which we can always return to find peace and healing. Nature is the greatest teacher, Kenzo taught. Observe it, listen to it, and you will discover the secrets of life. Kenzo loved to take his disciples on long walks in the forest, teaching them to recognize plants, to listen to the birds singing, to feel the energy of trees. One day, he took a group of disciples to the top of a mountain where there was a breathtaking view. Look, Kenzo said, nature shows us the beauty of impermanence, the continuous flow of life. Learn to accept change, to let go of control, to flow with the rhythm of the universe. The disciples, immersed in the majesty of nature, felt a deep sense of peace and connection with everything. They understood that nature was not just a place to admire, but an inexhaustible source of wisdom and healing. In silence, minds are quiet, hearts are open, and souls can finally speak. Dedicate time every day to silence, contemplation, and inner listening. You will discover a world of wisdom and insights that will guide you on your path. Silence is the door to infinity, Kenzo said. Go through it and you will discover your true nature. Kenzo had a small room in the temple where he would retreat every day to meditate in silence. One day, a group of curious disciples secretly followed him, eager to find out what the master was doing in that room. They saw Kenzo sitting still, with his eyes closed, immersed in a profound silence. They waited for a long time, but the master did not move. Finally, bored and frustrated, they left. The next day, Kenzo asked his disciples, "What did you learn yesterday by silently observing me?" Confused, they replied, "Nothing, master. You were still, doing nothing." Kenzo smiled and said, "That's right. In silence, I learned everything." The disciples did not immediately understand the teaching, but over time, they began to practice silence and meditation. They discovered that in silence resided the answers they sought, the wisdom that guided them, the peace that nourished them. Master Kenzo, with his wisdom and compassion, guided his disciples and you, listeners, through a path of self-healing, a journey to discover the power that resides in each of us. The 9 ancestral techniques he shared are precious tools, a treasure of wisdom that can transform your life. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Trust your inner power, listen to the voice of your body and soul, and let yourself be guided by ancestral wisdom. The path to inner healing is an extraordinary adventure, which will lead you to a life full of joy, harmony, and well-being.